Hey everyone, it's Lindy and McKay here from Mountain West Garden Guide, and we are so excited to get started with you guys during this beautiful time of year when so many people are motivated and excited to be working out in their gardens.
And we know that every beautiful garden starts out with a plan that takes the strengths and weaknesses of an environment into account. There are a few things in particular we all face as we garden here in Utah.
For example, our friend Kenny just sent us some of the things that he's been working on in a trouble spot in his garden. And so let's check out what he's been up to.
Oh, hey guys, we came into a new house and we were really excited because the lot was pretty sizable and we thought we'd be able to have a great vegetable garden. But things didn't work out exactly like we wanted them to.
Our lot had a lot of issues. I mean, when we moved in, it was a big pit followed by this little hill. We hired a company to come out and level everything, and they did. We thought that was great, and we could just start digging and planting plants. But the soil was so rocky, we spent hours with a pickaxe just digging out a single 5-foot bed for some tomatoes. But on top of everything, the whole plot was infested with seeds from lovely local Utah weeds. And so as our plants struggled, the weeds just flourished and took over. We just put down landscape fabric over everything while we decided how we were gonna deal with all of this. We had some dreams for our yard. We loved urban gardening, and ones we really enjoyed, some produce that we got from a small veggie garden that we had at another house. So our dream was to turn this area into a bounteous and beautiful vegetable garden. But vegetables need good soil, water, protection from the wind, and protection from weeds. And we knew our soil was a failing grade. And because of the rock and clay in the soil, water tended to pool and sit around, and apparently plants like drainage, and these really strong winds blow in from across Utah Lake right into our yard. One thing the plot did have going for it is it got a lot of sun, but the weeds were just crazy.
Our friend Terry recommended a book to me called The Vegetable Gardener's Bible, and in that we found some plans for very, very simple raised garden beds. So we've decided to go all in on this raised garden bed idea in the hopes that we can turn what was once a rocky, desolate patch of our yard into a great vegetable garden.
So our plan was simple: fill the spot with as much garden bed space as we possibly could. We decided on 7 8-foot by 3-foot beds, and some were 24 inches, some were 12 inches tall. And in between the beds, we thought we could put down some decorative pavers, and that would allow us to go out there, walk in between them, even barefoot if we wanted to. So with that plan, we rolled up our sleeves and got to work. First, we built our raised garden beds, and we got them in place as level as we could. Then we ordered sand that we used to level off the area for our pathways, and some soil to fill the beds.
Our yard had a lot of rocks in it. I mean, at first we thought we'd be able to take some of these rocks and use them in different parts of the garden. Now we're really kind of paying the price. It's great to use what your lot has, but it's also good to take a dose of realism every now and then and realize you can't just take a lot of lousy rocks and turn them into gold.
We cleared out all the rocks, we did a rough dig of what was the most uneven sections, and then we put down all the sand. After that, it was just a matter of playing Tetris with our pavers. I mean, it turned out to be more work than we ever thought it would be, and our journey's just starting with raised bed gardening. But I'm happy to say this once hostile corner of our yard turned into a spot our family could spend joyous hours together, celebrating a healthy lifestyle. Look, I'm not a carpenter and I'm not a brilliant horticulturist by any stretch of the imagination, but there are simple things anyone can do to their yard to make it special, enjoyable, and alive. Thanks for watching. Be sure to hit subscribe so you don't miss our next video with specific tips on gardening in Utah and the surrounding Rocky Mountain West. See you next time on the Mountain West Garden Guide.